still looks grey. Why is it grey? It looks quite dark. In 3, 2, 1. If you clicked on this video really thinking that I would try and attempt to do my own hair again without the help of a professional, then you would be absolutely right. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Yes, we are doing this again. Today I am going to be dyeing my own hair. Is this a terrible idea? Maybe. I have high hopes. I feel like it's gonna go okay. And that's the reason why my hair currently looks like this. It needs a wash anyway. Oh, there's a nice patch of sun just there. So my hairdresser is currently on maternity leave, and while she is spending time with her lovely little baby, I don't trust anyone else with my hair. The thing is, right, I think I have a bit of trauma from previous times going to professional hairdressers when I was younger and them still managing to my hair up. And when I was younger, like 18, 19, 20, I had no fear of doing my own hair. I even used to bleach my own hair when I came straight out of school. I bleached my hair, I dyed it purple and pink and grey and blue ends and all these different colours. I just didn't really care. I would get into those spontaneous moods where I'd be like, you know what? I want my hair to be purple today, so I would go and dye it purple, and I didn't really care. And at the moment, my hair, I don't even know what to describe this hair colour. This top part of my hair, that's my natural hair colour, so it's kind of like a light brown / dark blonde. It's a lot lighter on top than it is underneath. Underneath, it's actually quite a bit darker, so my hair's kind of grown out down to about here. And the last time I got it done, I got these kind of money pieces at the front and then like a bit of balayage through the rest of my hair. But it's still like, it's not like a bright blonde. It's pretty kind of dark blonde anyway. It's not like, you know, Barbie colour. Last winter I went a little bit darker, just with like a semi-permanent dye, which I did get done by my hairdresser. But on TikTok the other day, I saw this, which is the Shrine drops, and they make loads of different hair colours, and this shade is called Blonde, and you can add the drops yourself into conditioner and you mix up your own custom shade. And whether or not you just want to go a tiny bit of a darker blonde, you can do that, or if you want to go to this, supposedly you can do that with these drops. And so I went and got some from Superdrug the other day, and let's try it out. Oh my gosh, the ends of my hair, I really need a haircut, don't I? Every time I've looked into doing like a semi-permanent kind of box dye of brown hair dye, a lot of the time I've seen blonde hair go green, because usually you need to infill it with like a warmer colour. But because my hair's not super bright, and also it has gone a bit brassy at the moment anyway, I'm kind of thinking it'll be fine, because the brightest pieces are just these pieces, and I might leave out the front pieces anyway. The reviews of this are mixed, but mostly good. There's a couple of reviews in there that people said, oh, my hair turned green and it wouldn't wash out. But the majority of the reviews say after like 10 to 12 washes, it was completely gone pretty much. And even if it does leave a bit of like a dull tinge on my hair, I'm not really bothered, because I mean, it's pretty dull anyway. And also on Shrine's TikTok, they posted one of their, I think it was one of their employees, they tried this. She had like bright blonde, almost white hair. She used this and they showed a picture of it kind of every week as it faded. And it faded pretty much back to blonde with like a slight brassy undertone. Hailey Bieber, this is your fault. Let's go do it. Right, so this is my hair before. I did do a patch test, which I think I've still got a nice stain behind my ear somewhere. Just as a little PSA, you do want to do a patch test before you dye your hair, just in case you have a reaction. Originally I did it on my wrist and it's also stained it there, and then I was like, wait, no, I think I'm supposed to do it behind my ear, aren't I? But this is my hair before. It's a bit greasy, and I think I'm gonna leave out, hang on, these are grown out anyway, but whatever. I think I'm gonna leave out, I obviously will section it properly, these front pieces, because I figured if I don't like how it ends up with these bits out, I can then just put more on, because I've, you know, you just mix it with conditioner and it's really easy. And I'm gonna do a strand test first, and I was gonna do it, yeah, you know what, I'm gonna have to do it on one of these underneath pieces, but these are pretty dark anyway, like up to here, like that's a medium brown, I would say, whereas my top of my head is much lighter. I'm gonna do a strand test. I guess we'll see how the ends go. So these are the colours on the box. It's obviously got no bleach in it. It's literally a colour that sits on top of your hair rather than supposedly absorbing into your hair. And in the box, you get this. Mine's a little grubby from where I did my little patch test mixy thing. But you get this little silicone bowl. Is this gonna be big enough though? I don't know. And then these are the drops. My dropper's actually broken. It doesn't pick up anything. So I'm just gonna have to drip it. Like I squeeze this and it doesn't even pick up anything and it doesn't come out either. So I'm just gonna have to like dunk it in, I think. Yada yada yada, do a patch test. So you fill the bowl with conditioner, add the drops, the desired amount of drops to the conditioner, and then you mix it all together and then you put it on your head. Towel dried hair. So you wanna, I think, wash your hair with shampoo first. Don't use conditioner because you're gonna be putting conditioner all over your head. Towel dry it, then put this all over your head. Supposedly you just leave it for 10 minutes and then wash it out with water only, no shampoo. And hopefully it's gonna look great. So I guess we'll do the strand test first. I'm gonna use this Beauty Bay strengthening conditioner. I'm probably gonna need the whole bottle, I reckon. You know what, the strand test I'm gonna do on dry hair because I just can't be arsed. I feel like the girl that I watched on TikTok applied it on dry hair and it came out really well. When I used to do bright colours, I used to do it on dry hair, but why is it not coming out very easily? Okay, I've pretty much used the whole bottle of conditioner. The girl that I saw use it supposedly used 30 drops, but how am I supposed to tell what 30 drops is if my dropper is literally broken? Yeah, it just doesn't work. This is gonna be a painful process. There's one. Should I just pour it in? So frustrating. I'll be back. I could not tell you how many drops that is. We're just gonna hope for the best. And you want to mix it really well so that it doesn't come out too patchy. Hang on, I should have, oh wait, I've just realised. If the strand test comes out shit, I've now just wasted a whole load of conditioner. But the reason I didn't do the strand test with the tiny amount of conditioner is because I want all the colour to be even. Okay, well at the moment this looks purple grey. And you know what, this looks exactly like when I used to dye my hair grey. It would come out this kind of colour. I definitely need more drops. More drops. I just kind of poured it in. Oh crap, that was a lot. More. And why is it hurting my arm to mix this? Still looks grey. Can't find my gloves. I also can't find my hairbrush. What? My hair? My hairbrush dye. That is literally still wrong. I was trying to say hair dye brush. So this is the before colour, judging from the ends, and I'm gonna put some of this on. Just hope that it washes out of my hands. I guess we'll find out after this piece. Oh god, I really should have taken my jewellery off, shouldn't I? Yeah, it just looks grey to me. It's kind of grey purple. I'm gonna leave this on for 10 minutes because that's what it says, and then I'll come back and wash it out. The thing that's so frustrating is I'm just so impatient. It's been 4 minutes and I'm like, can I wash it off yet? The timer is done. Looks like this. Let's wash it out. Right, I'm just gonna go dry this. I'll be right back. Okay, this is super interesting. It's dried a lot warmer than it looked like when I first put it on, but it's not really done a whole lot. Wait, hang on. Let me compare it to the rest of my hair. Yeah, when I actually put it next to the other pieces, it's definitely made it darker, but not quite as dark as I would like. I'm gonna mix in more drops and then just put it all over my head. I forgot how early it gets dark at the moment. We're about to lose the natural light, but I've just washed my hair with shampoo. I'm just towel drying it. Just very gently brushing out my hair. You see, when my hair is wet, it looks like that dark anyway. Just trying to section out these blonde bits, but I don't actually know what I'm gonna do with them to not get dye on them. I think I'm just gonna tie them into a cute little ball. Perfect. My method of doing this is gonna be slap it on and rub it in. Would not advise doing the same thing. You should really section your hair, but at the moment, like, you know, I've done this a fair few times that I kind of know how to tell when most of my hair is covered, she says now. I'm just gonna add a bit more drops into the mixture. At this point, I feel like I've nearly used the whole bottle. I found it. There's not much point starting at my root because my root is naturally dark anyway, so I'm gonna focus on the ends and then I'll blend it up through my roots. And there is going to be no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just going to go for it and probably paint it all over my bathroom in the process. Yeah, see, why is it grey? I would never recommend putting hair dye directly onto your hands, by the way. I have never done this in my life. We actually don't have any plastic gloves in the house. I used to have a box of them because I would dye my hair so frequently, but I have run out. And also, I've used way too much conditioner here. I don't think I'm gonna need all of this. But actually, more is probably better than not enough. So we'll just go with it. And I'm using a horrible old hairbrush to try and, as in when I say horrible, it's lost all of its little plastic bits, to try and comb it through my hair and just make sure that I've got every last bit. Let me know down below. Has anybody tried these drops? And if you have, how did it go for you? Did it turn out okay? Did it wash out okay? Did you go back to blonde? Did your hair go green? Let me know. I'm gonna go away and just check that I've got everywhere and probably section it and do it a bit more. And then I will be back. This is quite possibly the worst way you could possibly apply a hair dye and would not recommend doing this at home. Ooh, do you think it'll work if I fill in my bald bits with this? I'm gonna leave this on for 10 minutes and I'll be back. Maybe 15. Amazingly, it's not stained my hands. If my hair does not come out looking like Hailey Bieber's, I am gonna be fuming. Looking good. The weird thing is, even though the dye looked so grey and cool tone, the water has come out really warm looking. So I'm a little bit scared, just a little bit. It looks quite dark. Okay, let's try it. Are we ready for the final result? In 3, 2, 1. Ah! Okay, I don't know what you guys are gonna think, but I love it. It actually came out kind of exactly how I hoped it would come out. I think it's actually quite similar to my natural hair colour. Probably a little bit warmer actually. The weird thing was, when it was on my head and when I was mixing it up in the bowl, I was looking at it and like I said in the video, it looked like it was going to be really grey and really ashy. But then when it's actually washed out, it's definitely a bit warmer. And you know what the weirdest thing is? I washed it all out in the bath and I kind of left like the bath water in the bath. And then we left and took Pinky out for a dog walk, came back in and there was red dots, bright red dots all over the bath that had sort of run towards the plug hole. Like bright red. And I'm guessing they must have been like little parts of the pigment that had, I don't know, separated from the rest of it because they weren't there initially when I washed it out. It was only after they'd been sat there for a bit and we came back in from this dog walk like an hour later. So there's definitely some warmth in it. I think this is actually maybe the darkest my hair has ever been. And unfortunately, this is now in my artificial lights. Yeah, it's pitch black outside and it's like 7 o'clock. But yeah, this is the hair. I'm kind of, I don't know. I think I'm glad that I left out the front pieces. I don't know whether or not it would look a bit better if maybe I just did all of it, but then it might look a bit flat, but I think it looks really nice. My hair feels amazing because obviously it's just been smothered in conditioner. It's practically like doing a hair mask. It feels really nice and soft and shiny. Like, look at the shine. You just get so much more shine on hair that's a little bit darker, and I have a feeling it will hopefully wash out pretty easily because it's a very similar colour to what I had done at the hairdressers last year, and that was also kind of like a semi-permanent one, so I'm hoping that it will fade pretty nicely. I can't remember actually, maybe this is a bit darker, but I mean, I guess if you want to see how it fades, subscribe, because every video I'm sure it will get slightly lighter and lighter and lighter, and we'll see if it goes green or orange or I don't know, we'll see. I just can't stop touching it, and when I was drying it, it looked really dark because when it was wet it was even darker than this obviously. Guys, I've just noticed I'm wearing 2 different earrings. I'm wearing a snake hoop in this side and a chain hoop in the other side. I have been wearing 2 different earrings all day. I mean, they're both gold hoops, but clearly my brain was not switched on when I woke up this morning and put them in. Hopefully nobody noticed and that wasn't driving you crazy. So there we go. This is the new hair for now. It will obviously fade over time, but I just wanted to record this video because I thought it might be fun, thought it might be interesting if anybody was wanting to try the blonde shrine drops. Oh yeah, and in the end I think I put in more than 30 drops. I was kind of pouring it in. I probably used up like half the pot because my dropper wasn't working, so I've got no idea how many drops I put in. I just mixed it until it looked dark enough, but I would definitely recommend doing a little strand test first. Let me know what you guys think. If you hate it, if you love it, let me know. Subscribe if you want to see how it fades, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!